Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to talk to you today.
Same. I'm excited too.
Yay, cool. Oh, your room looks so fun.
Thank
I like the little fun colors. I heard that you have a cool YouTube channel, so I checked it out a bit. And it's so awesome that you started that. I'm impressed
you. Yeah, I've
because,
always wanted to have a YouTube channel.
yeah,
And then when the virus came around, my mom finally let me have it because she thought it would be good to keep to for me to have something that keeps me doing something during the virus.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great idea.
I'm doing an Easter video, but we want to have it in time for Easter, so I was just decorating some fake eggs before we did this.
Oh, that's super fun. That used to be one of my favorite things of Easter. Okay, remind everyone what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Things to do with Alexa.
Things to do with Alexa. That's super fun. So I
Yeah,
bet a
I
bunch of
do
people
have
want to look
one.
at it.
You have a dog, right?
I do have a
Yeah,
dog.
I actually have
Yeah.
a puppy too.
What's your puppy's name?
Her name's Luna. She's 2 years
Luna.
old.
Oh my gosh, that's such a cute
Yeah,
name.
she's a little white dog. She's a Havapoo, which is a
Ooh,
Havanese and a toy poodle.
oh, adorable. She's like super tiny.
Yeah, she was actually the tiniest puppy from her family. She was like
Oh
the
wow.
youngest one, and she also had a twin. And my parents were so sad because they're like, we don't want to separate the twins, but they have.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet it found a good little home
Yeah.
too, though. I could talk about dogs all day, but I suppose you might want to ask me questions about other things.
How did it feel to see your book come to life?
Oh goodness, it honestly it felt like a dream come true. It was kind of hard to believe that it was real and that it was happening because I actually have always wanted to write and illustrate a book ever since I was a kid, probably since I was 8 or 9. I used to write goofy little stories and draw with my best friend Dominique. We would sit on my floor and draw
You
and
know what's
write
the
all these
funny
different
thing?
things.
I also
Yeah,
like to draw, and I'm 9 years old right now.
that's awesome. I
Yeah.
was going to ask you, I thought you were around that age.
Also,
Yeah.
I forgot to say, I love the characters in the book.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much. That's sweet of you to say. Yeah.
Yes, I saw them, and I'm like, oh, those little monsters look so cute.
I'm glad you think that. I wanted them to feel like if they were like a stuffed animal, you could hug them, because
And I also love
yeah,
the emotions on their faces. Like when they were sad, they were like, and when they're happy, they're like, yay.
yeah, yeah,
So,
the one where he's like, ah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
And I
good.
love
I'm
how
glad
you
you
like
liked
drew
it.
all the families like all around the page. It was so cool.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I'm glad that you remember that page. I like that one too. It was fun to draw and add the different little characters.
Why did you decide to write your book?
That's a great question. So I decided to write a kid's book about shame because shame is one of those weird emotions that I didn't know that it was called that when I was little, but when I was younger, anytime something happened that kind of made me feel bad or icky, like maybe I accidentally broke something or maybe I just, did something that wasn't wasn't exactly great, I would always feel so bad about it, which is shame, and I would kind of carry that shame around, and it took me a long time to get over it because I wouldn't talk about it. So I really wanted to write this book about shame because I think that the more that we talk about shame, the less it's easier to deal with the emotions that we all have. And shame doesn't have to be something that we feel very alone in. And so I made that book to help kids and adults feel less alone in what they're feeling. And then when they can talk to each other about it, I think it's a lot more helpful.
Why do you want to teach kids about shame?
I want to teach kids about it because I think if we start with kids, obviously, if kids are younger, the younger we start talking about things like this, then the more helpful it is to give them a life that's a little easier to be
Like
able
when they
to.
get older because they already knew
Yeah,
when they were younger.
yeah, exactly. Because I actually didn't start learning about the importance of talking about our emotions and shame until I was older. I was very shy as a kid, and different people in my family were also shy, and it was just kind of weird to talk about emotions, which I learned was not a good thing. So it made it harder when I was older to figure out how to do that. So I would love to help kids start younger and understand that it's okay to talk about how they feel. It's okay to talk to other people about what's going on, and that's really helpful when they can do that, so that they learn, kind of a foundation, so that they can understand as they get older that it's always okay to do it.
What was difficult about writing your book? What was easy?
I think the easy part was making it, I would say probably making it encouraging, because I set out to, shame can feel like a really like kind of icky thing, and like it's not necessarily something we want to talk about, but I wanted to make the book encouraging, to encourage people to talk about it.
My next question is, why is Women's History Month important to you?
It's important to me because as a woman, I appreciate that there is a month devoted to, uplifting women and valuing them extra. I think it's also important for us all to remind each other that women should be celebrated throughout the whole year. But it's really cool that there's a month devoted to highlighting, important women in history that have done really incredible things to change the world. And I think it's also great that we have a month because there are all kinds of different organizations and companies and people that are doing really great things for the world with their projects, but giving a month to highlight that helps bring more attention to what they're doing. And I think that also helps them gain more help in the way of money and volunteers and people just really helping out. It gives more eyes on their projects so that they can get even more people to help them change the world with what they're doing. So I'm glad that there's someone to highlight it. That's why it's important.
My last question, well, it's like two questions, but like in one. Who is the most influential woman you know, and how did she inspire you?
I think that I have a lot of really incredible, strong, inspiring women in my life, but my mom has always been one of the most influential people to me. She's also one of my best friends. And, I talk to her. She lives far away from me. She lives in Kansas and I live in Oregon, but we talk almost every day. And she inspires me because she has a really, really energetic spirit. She's always excited about stuff, even if, she doesn't necessarily isn't having a great day, but she's always looking forward to other things and trying to keep other people encouraged. She's super caring of everyone in the family. I actually think she's the favorite in our whole like extended family because she gets along with everybody. She never stops. She always has this energy I admire. She's run like 15 marathon races. Do you know how many miles are in a marathon?
No.
Quiz time. There are 26.2 miles, I think.
Wasn't ready for this quiz.
Yeah. I surprised it.
Oh, I have a pop quiz.
Oh, sorry, you're not supposed to be in school. But yeah, my mom ran about 15 of those, which is
Wow.
so bananas to me. But yeah, she was really wonderful. She's super funny and she's a great travel buddy. And I hope that I have as much energy as her when I'm her age. Oh, it was so fun. Well, Alexa, it was super fun to talk with you and learn more about you. And I'm glad that I got to answer some of your questions. This has been awesome.
Same to you.
Bye, Alexa.
Bye.